Whether you live in a big city or the suburbs, there are fascinating creatures all around. But what you may not realize is that there's a hidden world where animals have us all figured out. Here to explain is Boun Smith. He's the star of the Nat Geo Wild series Urban Jungle. Boun, good morning.
Good morning,
I'm going to ignore the guy around your neck for a second and say what you really went out to look at was interactions between animals and humans in urban, suburban, and rural settings.
Yeah, the whole urban jungle concept with Nat Geo Wild was we wanted to understand how humans and wildlife interact, especially where we're spreading all over the place. And that's exactly what we found, is these animals exist in amazing forms and fashions, sometimes right underneath our noses.
So, take, for example, this Burmese python. You traveled all over the world.
We went all over the world.
So tell me about this guy.
So these guys are incredible because, they don't hunt us. That's not what they're about. But in the cities and places, we've created all these different habitats for different animals, prey items like rats. So these guys end up coming into the cities to hunt. And then they end up in our houses, in our bathrooms, in our sinks, in our toilets. They're not there for us, but they're there to exist and hunt on an animal that we've created a perfect habitat for.
If he decided to have a little fun right now, you'd be in trouble, though, right? I mean, if he starts to get the squeeze going.
He's just trying to find a spot to be. He's just shy of 10 feet long, and he's a pretty big guy.
Yeah. Right. He hasn't spotted this guy in the cage here?
No, we're keeping him pointed the other way.
Good plan. Wow, okay.
Let me hand this one off.
How much does he weigh? God.
Surprisingly, a lot. Well over 50 pounds.
All right, we've got a rat in here, all right? This is the kind of rat that a lot of people just cringe at seeing. They're in cities, they're in suburban areas, they're in rural areas. How have they adapted to humans?
These guys are neat because they're probably the most invasive species on the planet. They're everywhere. They're in the wild places, they're in the cities. They're obviously in New York. We're famous for being in the sewers and things like that. And despite the fact that we often don't want them here, we've created the perfect environment for them in the sewers. And we provide a regular daily food source of the garbage that's there. I mean, people estimate that there might be as many as 1 rat per person in New York City.
So like 8 or 9 million rats.
Exactly. And then they make up a huge prey base for other critters, so we bring in other animals as well.
It looks completely different than the ones you see literally on the streets. This is what they would look like without getting dirty and all that.
Yeah, this guy's kind of a little friendly guy that we keep here, but, they can get big, and they are prolific breeders, so obviously millions and millions.
Okay. We got this next, the turkey vulture.
The turkey vulture.
Now, where would you find him?
These guys are cool because typically we think of these guys, we think of that western scene where they're circling the desert, something that's dead out there. But they're actually found all over the place. They're really, really common. They've evolved to live in a lot of different habitats. And so as we create road systems, we want to go to A to B, right? That's what we all are about. We create these highways and we put them through wild places. We have roadkill. So all of a sudden we've got a dinner table for these vultures. These guys live off dead things. They've got an incredible sense of smell. And so along these roadways, they've learned to figure out that if they will just stay along those places, dinner's always coming up.
We're not going to touch them. This is a protected species. And let's end here with this kangaroo. We think about them roaming the Australian outback, but more and more they're making their way into the suburbs and even cities.
These guys were really unique because when we tracked them in urban jungle, we ended up on the golf courses. So it was really neat because here's a constant source of food, the green grass. There's water hazards, which we all play in. And so everything they need is right there. And these kangaroos have figured out through drought seasons and times like that, they come in, they basically take up residence on the golf courses, and literally hundreds of them will live there on the golf courses. Wow. And so we've created the perfect environment for kangaroos, not intentionally, but that's the result of it. So really, it's the adaptability of the animals that's just incredible.
It's very, very cool stuff.
Yeah.
Boun Smith. Boun, thank you very much for bringing your friends with you this morning. And you can catch the 3-hour premiere of Urban Jungle Sunday night on Nat Geo.